doing something a bit different today. Not got the helmet cam on. I've got the other camera mounted on the sat nav bracket on the right hand side, and I'm using it as a safety cam at the moment, just really to get a grips with it and see how it works out. So I'm on my way to work here on the 24th, and I'm adding this audio later. So yeah, weather's took a turn for the worse. Well, it's wet. We've been that used to it being dry, haven't we? We've really got a bit like mardy with it one way or the other. So yeah, what's been happening? Well, I've been just working really. I haven't been away on my bike, so I've not been doing much vlogging, and I thought it was about time I put some sort of vlog on. So yeah, bike's due to go in next week to the local bike shop to have the sump gasket plug, or the sump plug, sorted out. It's going to get helicoder time certed. So the wait for it has been, it said 5 to 10 days for the gasket to come, so sod's law, it was 10 days plus. When I rang, I said, what's happened to the gasket? It's 10 days now. He said, oh yeah, it's here, just arrived today. So I'm taking it in next week to get that done. Bike's been fine. It's not leaking much oil, just dribbling a little bit, but you know, it's that peace of mind you want, isn't it, really, about, you know, I don't know, I suppose I'm a bit conscious of the fact that I don't want the plug dropping out. It's not, you know, finger tight or anything, it's just, it's a bit iffy, so I'm going to get it sorted out. So yeah, so I'm hoping I'm going to get away, if the weather's right. Where's this year gone? It's just been unbelievable, hasn't it? I seem to have been, I mean, I've got away thankfully on a couple of trips or so, on one trip, but the year's just going so quickly. Blackburn Rovers Football Club looming over the top of the terraced houses there. Not something that I'm particularly interested in. I'm only interested in getting past the traffic when it's a football night. So I've come off at a motorway junction a few times and it's absolute bedlam. Look at this sign on the left here. Talk about distracting. I don't look at it, but I think what a stupid place to put an advertising sign. You know, but they just after the money, aren't they? I wonder what you think about having illuminated signs so close to the roadway. Does it distract you? Do you think it should be allowed? I mean, it's not so bad in daylight, but at night time it's just, you know, it's just that bright, it's unbelievable. So yeah, so I'm sat here on the day after my shift doing this audio. I've stopped using the helmet cam because I thought I'll use it for vlogging when I'm going away somewhere, but just for daily stuff, A to B, I'll just use the other, as Steve calls it, Predator cam, because it's a bit bigger than the other one. But yeah, I've been pleased with the camera so far. Great, no problem. Easy enough to use. Take the SD card out and download the images to the computer. It's quick enough to do. So yeah, reviewing this footage back here. When I get on the motorway here, which is the motorway, the M65, as I come into past the traffic lights to the road that takes me roundabout, and the slip road goes off the roundabout. In fact, when I'm coming under this motorway bridge, this is the M65, left to Burnley, right to Preston. So as I start to come through the traffic lights here on the left, I spot some diesel straight away. Not these lights, it's the next set actually, thinking about it. Here we go. So as I'm turning left here, get the telltale rainbow effect on the roadway. You can't tell so much, but here by this stage now I'm spotting it. It's all over the roadway on my side, and it's so bad you can actually smell it. So I thought, this is what you don't want, isn't it? Wet diesel, and it's not been raining for a few days. So I thought it's going to be right the way through the roundabout, but anyway, fortunately it wasn't, because whatever it was that's spilling it seems to have gone off left at some point here onto the rest of the motorway. So I'm going a bit gingerly round this roundabout just to make sure that I don't go, if it's on my tyres, I don't go slipping. And yeah, we've got the first thing of autumn sunshine, you know, you're getting that low sunshine out in the morning. And here we go, here it is. So visor down on the slit road, up on here, on the motorway. So anyway, this was filmed earlier on today actually. Just finished the overnight shift, 26 hours of well, most of that lone working. And when I was looking back at this and adding the audio to it as I'm doing now, I'm thinking, well, it looks like a nice day to go and have a ride, but unfortunately I'm too tired. So yeah, so this guy in this I don't know what it is, Range Rover is it, shot past me. And normally I'm only doing about 60-65 mile an hour, but I just thought I'd just blow the cobwebs off it a little bit. So it sounds like I'm doing, you know, water speed here, but actually the engine sounds a lot louder on the camera than it actually is. But anyway, not to worry, it will pull away, even though it's a Tourer, it will pull away quite quickly when you want it to. So yeah, went to see to my mate's leaving do. When I say leaving do, he lives abroad a few months of the year and then comes over here a few months, so went to see him in Cold and had a nice night there. Ellen came with me, so I met my friend and his wife and we had a few drinks and there was a bit of music and a bit of food, so lovely. But up until that point, what I decided to do was I thought I'll get the train, because I was off that day, I'll get the train from Blackburn to Nelson, so I turned up at Blackburn station and paid the fare for the single, which was £6 something, which is robbery. And then he said, oh, you do know that there's no trains, it's a bus today. And I thought, quick bit of arithmetic, I thought, well, by the time I've changed all the buses I might as well pay the fare and go on the replacement bus service. But it's getting beyond a joke, because every time there seems to be, it's either change a timetable due to Northern Rail changing their timetables and there's no service, or it's closed due to engineering work, or this particular Saturday today a lot of the local trains are cancelled due to a strike. So a bank holiday weekend when people want to go out and socialise, maybe not drive, go on a train, yeah, they go on strike. Thanks a lot, BRMT. I am a union guy, I appreciate unions, but you know, I think you might be losing a bit of public sympathy now with that. So, but you know, you never see, the thing about it was I paid the same price for replacement bus service and it took twice as long to get from A to B. There was no reduction in price, so they still want the money but aren't prepared to give the service. And this is a problem with our rail service, isn't it? Just pathetic. So that's the end of a rant about the railways for the time being. So yeah, so hopefully after next week when I get the bike done with its bits and pieces, I'm just hoping I can get away for another try out tent, you know, before the real autumn weather sets in. Alright, catch you later.